friends, come on in and get cozy. The snow is coming down, and there's something so calming about watching it from inside, knowing you have everything you need for a perfect day at home. A warm drink, a good book, and a little something sweet to snack on. It's the simple things that make winter storms feel special. Outside, everything slows down, but in here, it's about enjoying little moments, staying warm, and making the most of the day. So, grab a blanket, settle in, and let's enjoy this cozy time together. Hey friends, welcome back. We've got a winter storm heading our way here in Michigan, and it looks like we're in for a good 6 to 8 inches of snow. My husband is still at work, and I'm really hoping that he gets to leave early. My son drives around for his job, and it looks like he'll get to head home soon too, which makes me feel a little bit better. And meanwhile, I'm lucky enough to be home, so I'm making the most of this snowy day. First up, I'm going to be making some pudding. This is an amazing recipe from an old Hershey's cookbook that I had back in the day, and it's the perfect treat for a wintry afternoon. And I also recently watched some YouTube vlogs about games from the past. And one of the most memorable was Clock Solitaire. Have you ever played it? It's such a great way to unwind and stay off the phone. So I'll show you how it's played. It's a game that my grandfather taught us kids when we would visit. So it brings back some fun memories. And when I would have to stay home sick or for a snow day, it was something fun to do. We didn't have phones and we didn't have computers back then. So that was how we kept ourselves busy. And it can be played alone or with other players. It's really easy and it's a quick setup too. So I'll show you how I play that just for some fun. And I'm also starting a new book, so I'll share that with you. And I have a little Valentine surprise that I'm putting together for our date night that we're going to be having. And I want to show you what I'm doing. It's a great gift idea for any time of the year. And if I have some extra time, I want to start sorting and scanning more of my old photos to put into Google photo albums for my kids. And I'm also looking for some special photos of my brother-in-law who recently passed that I took in the past for a little project that I'm planning to gift later on in the year. So, that's a lot to do today. I'm optimistic and I'm happy that you're here to spend the day with me. So let's get started. So before I get the whole day started, I'm going to be making my pudding because I want to put that in the refrigerator. So I want to make sure I have that all set up. And like I said, this recipe came from a Hershey's cookbook that I had from the past. It was like all of these like vintage type desserts and treats and all that kind of stuff, breads, everything. If you ever come across it, I don't have it anymore. I just saved some of the recipes from it. I wish I still had it. Maybe I'll go looking for it one day. But anyway, this is just really, really simple to do. So I have my recipe here on the counter and I'm going to get started. And we're going to make this. So what we're going to do is we're going to be stirring together the sugar, the cocoa, and the cornstarch and the salt. So we got, we're going to stir together this sugar. You got 2/3 cup of sugar. And then we've got a 1/4 cup of Hershey's cocoa that we're going to put in there as well. And then we're going to do 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. That goes in there as well. And then I'm just going to put that in there. And then we have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So we're going to just do that. Just mix this up together in this pan till it all gets mixed together. We're going to gradually pour in and stir in this milk. Now, if you don't have milk on hand, you can do a couple of things. You can just use some heavy whipping cream, which it'll make it a little bit thicker and a little bit tastier, I think. And if you don't have a lot, if you don't want to have a full amount of heavy whipping cream, you can do half and half. So like half 50-50. So of the milk and the heavy whipping cream, and some water. So you can do that. But we're going to just gradually turn this, pour this in, and I'm going to just use my spoon, and we're going to just gradually stir in this milk because we want to get this all together, mixed together. So you can use regular milk, you can use skim milk, you can use whatever you want. I like the full milk if I have it. I don't have that on hand right now, so I'm actually using the heavy whipping cream. So we're gonna just stir that up. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook this over medium heat. And we're gonna stir this until it boils. The pudding thickens up fast once it starts boiling, so I turn the heat down just a little and keep stirring for about a minute more. Then I turn off the flame and stir in some unsalted butter and vanilla. It gives the pudding such a rich, creamy flavor. The full recipe is in the description below with all the exact measurements. I love pouring my pudding into these little cups. I've had the Crate and Barrel ones for years, and these Corelle ones bring back memories of a trip to Birch Run. And once they're all filled, they go into the fridge to cool completely before serving. And trust me, the wait is worth it. Pudding's in the fridge now, and then if you don't want that to have any skin on the top of your pudding, make sure you put a little bit of saran wrap on the top, and then that'll prevent the skin from forming on top of your pudding. And I also add, like I said, some whipped cream. You don't have to do that at all either. You can make homemade whipped cream or get the tub or get the can, whatever it is that you like. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you try this out. It's an easy recipe. Again, the recipe's going to be in the description below so that you can see it for yourself in case you couldn't really follow along. But I hope you try it out. It's a great sweet treat. Again, it's something that I like to have. I am always making keto things for my husband. And if you haven't seen it, you can go back to one of my videos. In fact, I will probably have it at the end of this video linked there, where there is a keto mousse that you can make. And I actually made it for my husband over Super Bowl weekend. So you can get that recipe too in that video. So I'll link that at the end as well so that you can see how I made that. It's really yummy, and I like it too, but this is one of my favorite things. It's just comfort food, and it's perfect for a snow day. Okay, I wanted to share with you Valentine's Day is going to be on this Friday, but by the time you see this video, it will be over with. But this gift is great for like an anniversary. It's great for a birthday. It's great for just an anytime day, whatever it is that you want. But I'm doing this for my husband. And the first thing that we're going to be doing, we're going to be going to Henry Ford Museum here in Dearborn. Now, if you've never been, it's a must-see if you're here. I'm going to try and take some video there and show you a little bit of what we're doing there. But I created a game. Now, usually whenever we do some kind of excursion together, I try to make it a little more fun than just going there and just staring at everything and all that kind of stuff. So that's what this game is. So I created in Canva a game where you get all these little love notes, and they're in these, you can make these envelopes inside Canva. And then what I did is on the inside, I'll try and open one of these up. I'll probably have to just tape this back up again. But anyway, you open this up, and we'll be at Henry Ford Museum. And when you open this up, it has something that you have to do when you're there. And then it also has like a little relationship question that you have to answer to each other. And they're simple. They're not like, it's not like over the top anything. It's just for fun. So like, for instance, this says, find something with connection to music. And then you're going to take a pick here. And then you're going to share a song or a melody that always makes you think of each other. And so you'll just do that when you find this particular thing. And my husband and I, we know a lot about the museum. You also get a map when you go there too. And it's also online. So you should be able to find all of these things relatively easy just based on doing those things. And, but anyway, you'll answer that, and then you'll put it back in here. Once you complete it, number one, you'll have a picture of the day. a bunch of pictures from the day when you're doing this, which is really cool because then you can make an album out of it in like Google Photos. And then you'll put it back in the bag, opened, and then you'll take another one. And each of you will take a turn taking one. Now, at the very end of the game, there's two different versions of the end to this game. One version is where you will, it's a time limited gift challenge. So what you'll do is you'll set the timer and then you'll run into the store and you've got like 5 minutes and a certain budget to find something for each other to remind you of the day. And that'll be sort of like your little Valentine's Day gift to each other at the end. Now, you won't show it to each other until dinner time when you go to dinner. So you'll have it in the bag and you'll bring it home or wherever you're going to go to dinner, and then you'll share it there, and then you'll talk about your day and look at your photos and all that kind of stuff. Now, if you don't want to spend money, the other fun thing is called window shop gifts. And what you'll do is the challenge is while you're walking around, you're going to take 3 pictures of things that you would love if you had the money to buy for your loved one. So you'll pick out 3 things. You'll go walking around the store. You each go separately walking around the store without each other. Take the pictures. And then at the end, when you leave the store, you'll sit down or go to dinner or whatever, and you'll share the pictures and why you chose those items. Now, I put it in this little bag. I got this little bag from the Dollar Tree. I put everything in there, and then I'm going to take it with us. We're going to spend the day there. And then the one thing that my husband wanted to do was go to our local fruit market. And our local fruit market has this just amazing setup of dinners that are already prepared for you. And we're going to select our favorite dish there. And we're going to go to the bakery section of the fruit market. And we're going to pick out our favorite dessert, and or anywhere in the fruit market. But I love going by the bakery. That's just an amazing bakery. And I'll try and take photos of that too, for you to see what that looks like. But that's where we're going to get our dinner this year. We're not going to go out to dinner. We're not going to do any of that. We're just going to go to the fruit market, pick out our dinner, pick out our dessert, and maybe even a bottle of wine or some kind of cocktail or something from there, if we can find something. Otherwise, we have some of that stuff at home. And then we're going to come home and we're going to open up our gifts or talk about our day, look at our pictures, and that's going to be our Valentine's Day this year. So I hope that that's something that you might consider doing with a friend or a significant other or whoever it is that you're with. You can make it your own. You don't have to do printables like I do. I just love doing that kind of stuff. You can get your own mini envelopes and then put little index cards in and create your own questions and create your own things to do in the museum that you live near. So I just think it's a fun idea. This is one of the ideas. I have another one that we'll be doing over the winter, and I'll be sharing that as well. But this is just something that I thought would be really cute for, like I said, Valentine's Day. Okay, so I thought I'd show you how to play Clock Solitaire. It's a great game for the winter. It's a great game to play alone. It's a great game that you can do with your kids, as a group of people, just to see how many of you can get the most cards turned over. You're going to take the jokers out of your card deck, and then you're going to shuffle these really good. And then you're going to set this up like a clock. So like there's the 12, the 6, the 3, the 9, and then of course all your other numbers in between. And you're going to go like that till you make your clock. And then you're going to put a card in the center. Then you're going to go around until you get rid of all the cards in your deck, and you're including this center as your piles. So you're going to go around, keep going until all your cards are gone from your deck. Each deck should have, each pile should have 4 cards in it. So now what you're going to do is you're going to start from the center of the pile, and you're going to see what number you've got. You've got an ace. An ace is a 1. A jack is an 11 and a queen is a 12. So that's where those cards will go. And then the kings go in the center when you get a king. So we're going to go all the way around. And when you put that number in that pile, you draw from that pile. So this is a 6. So we're going to put that here. We're going to draw from the 6 pile. This is a 4. So we're going to draw from the 4 pile. This is a 10. That's right here. I'm going to draw from that pile. We got a 5. And you're going to keep going until you get all 4 kings in the center. Once there are all 4 kings in the center of this pile, of all these piles, the game ends. And then what you'll do is you'll count up what cards are left, and then you can write down how many cards you had left, and then you can play another round and see if you can beat that. Or you can pass it to the next person and then see if they beat how many cards they have left, and then you can decide who the winner is from that. So let's just keep going. So that's how you play Clock Solitaire. If you've ever played, let me know. If you have some really fun, quick games that your family likes to play, put that in the comments below. But I really like playing this because it's just, you turn the TV off and you turn your phones off and you just play. Now, something that my husband got was this card shuffler. And so if you want an easy way to shuffle your cards, I highly recommend getting something like this. It's a lot of fun for the kids to put the cards in here and to have the cards shuffle. Like you can put them on this side, and then it shuffles your cards, and then you can pull them out and have your cards already shuffled for your next game or whatever. But anyway, you put them on both sides, actually, and then it shuffles them the way you want them to. Or you can just shuffle them yourself, whatever you want. I just think this is like a lot of fun to have for parties and stuff like that. But anyway, I hope you liked this game. And yeah, let's continue playing. So I wanted to take a minute to share the book that I'm reading right now. It's called Once Upon a Wardrobe by Patty Callahan. And if you love The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, or anything to do with C.S. Lewis, this is such a beautiful and heartwarming read. The story follows Meggs Devonshire, a brilliant college student studying mathematics at Oxford in 1950. She's logical, practical, and doesn't believe in fairy tales, but her younger brother George is the complete opposite. He's a dreamer, fascinated by the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe, and he has one big question: where did Narnia come from? And since Meggs is at the same university as C.S. Lewis, George begs her to find out the answer for him. And at first, Meggs doesn't see the point, but she loves her brother deeply, and his failing health makes her want to give him something magical to hold on to. When she finally meets Lewis, who goes by Jack, he doesn't give her a straightforward answer. Instead, he shares stories from his own life, memories from his childhood, and the experiences that shaped him. And through these moments, Meggs begins to see the power of storytelling in a way that she never expected. It's such a touching story about love and imagination and how stories can shape our lives. The relationship between Meggs and George is so sweet, and I love how Lewis himself becomes a character in the book. It really makes you think about how stories are born and why they mean so much to us. So if you love historical fiction with a little bit of magic, then this is definitely a book to check out. Let me know if you've read it, or if you have any book recommendations for me or my viewers. I always love hearing what you're reading, and I'm always looking for my next read, especially as this winter drags on. All right, friends, that's a wrap on today. From the winter storm to a little nostalgia with the Clock Solitaire, some cozy pudding, And of course, Once Upon a Wardrobe. It's been a full day. And let me know in the comments what you've been up to or if you've read this book. I love hearing from you. And if you enjoyed hanging out, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more fun and cozy ideas. I've got some more things planned for you. I'll see you next time. Enjoy the winter weather. Enjoy the snow. I know I am going to. So it's going to be short-lived, I'm sure, as it always is every year. And I know that we'll be looking forward to spring soon. I can't wait. And I can't wait to share more things with you. So have a great day. It's nice having you here. And I'll see you soon. So I'm so happy that you could be here today. But let's just take a moment now to enjoy the winter scenery, both inside and outside of my house. Hey friends, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you found some fun and budget-friendly ideas to bring into your home. A special shout out to all my subscribers. You guys are amazing. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video. I post weekly with more home decor, party planning, and DIY goodness. Also, check out my shop at Grin and Print on Etsy. I've got some fun games, printables, and party supplies that I know you'll love. Thanks again for all your support, and I'll see you in the next video.